Hello everyone, thanks for joining us for the first show of the fall 2023 semester. I am Deja Garner.
And I'm Kayla Hare. Here at Aggie News, we are really excited about what this semester will bring.
And being able to allow Aggie News to be a formal outlet for our community campus.
As students across the nation get back into the classroom setting, students in Alamance County are having a hard time being able to even enter their schools.
According to sources, 16 schools were found to have toxigenic mold in the Alamance Burlington school system as of September 6th, yesterday morning. Amid the remediation process, the school system offered free meals to school-aged children earlier this week. Remote learning is not an option for students at this time because the ABSS has not been able to distribute devices such as Chromebooks and hotspots to students. 2 local parks are leaving splash pads and pools open an extra week to give students something to do while the start of school is delayed. School is set to start on September 11th for ABSS students.
Legally purchased weapons were used in a racially motivated shooting at a Dollar General in Jacksonville, Florida, Saturday, August 26, 2023. The shooting took the lives of 29-year-old Gerald Gallion, 19-year-old Analt Joseph A.J. Laguerre Jr., 52-year-old Angela Michelle Carr, and the attacker, 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter. Upon arrival at the scene, police identified Palmetter's manifestos outlining his hate for black people and his motive for the attack. According to Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters,
at 1:18, the suspect texts his father and says, "Use a screwdriver to get into my room." The father enters the room and finds a last will and testament of the suspect along with a suicide note on his laptop.
Many have expressed condolences to the families involved as the community continues to grieve.
Will the next president govern from behind bars? A lot has happened with politics since the last time you tuned in with us. Here is a summarized update of former President Donald Trump's many legal troubles that may affect the upcoming election in the year of 2024.
We did nothing wrong at all, and we have every right, every single right, to challenge an election that we think is dishonest.
Former President Donald J. Trump is still facing 13 different charges by the state of Georgia after January 6th and the following events. If convicted, Trump may not obtain a presidential pardon for these cases. As of September, Trump and his associates pled not guilty to these charges. Trump's court date for the state of Georgia is on October the 23rd. Fulton County District Attorney Fonnie Willis states,
"Do I intend to try the 19 defendants in this indictment together? Yes.
And I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States."
With announced plans to run again in 2024, Donald Trump made a request to the judge to push back his D.C. federal court date to April 2026. It was denied.
I just want to find 11,780 votes.
Even though Trump's record is not looking well, this legally cannot stop him from running and or winning behind a jail cell. With Republican debates on the horizon, Ron DeSantis and Vivek Ramaswamy are going blow for blow, still in the shadow of the impeached former president.
For Republican presidential nominees and their intentions, the race will bring some action to the U.S. political corner.
Stick around after this short break for this week's weather update, as well as look into upcoming campus activities.
Let me tell you something about the tri-state area.
We have it all. Food, culture, business, the most unique people on the planet.
Diverse neighborhoods
have diverse needs.
What happens here
is just as vital as what happens here.
That's why we live in the communities we serve.
Reporting for the communities we serve.
So when big things happen,
you get the answers you need now.
We know this because we live here too.
Welcome back from the break. Over 100 campus organizations will be gathered at the annual Council of Presidents Organization Fair today from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. The fair will take place in the Academic Quad. Fair attendees will have the chance to enjoy music, food, and performances. There will also be a special announcement from the SGA Office of External Affairs at 5:30 p.m. You don't want to miss it.
Your sports anchor for today. Our Aggies came up short in their season opener against the University of Alabama in Birmingham in a 35-6 loss. A major struggle for the Aggies was the passing game, passing for only 16 yards. Both quarterbacks, Eli Brickhandler and true freshman Kevin White, got the chance to kickstart the offense, but neither were successful. The run game was the highlight for the Aggies offense as they rushed for 147 yards on 41 attempts. The defense couldn't hold up against the high-powered offense attack from UAB. The Blazers had over 400 yards of total offense and almost 300 through the air. A&T wants to shake off their performance and get their minds on their biggest rivals this week. The reigning HBCU champions, North Carolina Central, will be coming to Truist Stadium for the Aggie Eagle Classic Saturday, September 9th. Coach Vincent Brown has a chance to make a statement in his first year by defeating our biggest rivals and the defending HBCU champions. The Aggie Eagle Classic will kick off at 7 p.m. and the atmosphere will be like no other. Here's Janiyah Croxey with more.
North Carolina A&T Aggie football is back in action for the 2023 season. The Aggies will host their home opener of the season against the longtime rival, North Carolina Central University. After a loss of 6-35 against the University of Alabama, the players of A&T are fired up and ready to take on the Eagles on their home field.
We are very excited to be playing the first season home opener against Central. We'll go out there and play fast, physical football, and come away with a W.
This Aggie-Eagle rivalry has been around for decades and is still going strong. Before the 100th rivalry anniversary at Duke Mayo Classic in 2022, the Aggies were on a 4-game winning streak against the Eagles, and they are determined to get that back.
Determined to get this win back for Aggie Nation and for ourselves personally. We feel like we prepared all summer, all week for this game on Saturday, so we respect it.
Not only are the players eager about this game, but so are the cheerleaders, who will be on the sideline as they lead the crowd and cheer their team on, hopefully to a victory.
Me, my fellow Aggies and my cheer team, we are very excited about showcasing our talents and our Aggie pride as we cheer on the boys to a victory during the Aggie Eagle Classic.
Kickoff for the 2023 Aggie Eagle Classic will take place on Saturday, September 9th, right here at Truist Stadium at 7 p.m. Come on out to cheer on your Aggie football team to a victory. I'm Janiyah Croxey for Aggie News.
North Carolina A&T alum Kayla White ran in the 2023 Track and Field World Championship, which took place in Budapest, Hungary last month. This was her first time competing in the World Championship and being on a U.S. team. Here's more from Aggie News reporter Tamika Parker.
While all eyes have been on Sha'Carri Richardson winning gold in the 100-meter over Jamaican Shericka Jackson and 5-time world champion Shelly Ann Fraser-Price, former North Carolina A&T track athlete Kayla White made her debut at the World Track and Field Championships, qualifying for the 200-meter semifinals. Just earlier in the year, in a shocking upset, White beat Sha'Carri Richardson in the 200-meter at the inaugural Botswana Grand Prix with a time of 22.38 seconds. Richardson ran a 22.54. Nearly 3 months later, after competing at the 2023 USA Outdoor Track and Field Championships in Eugene, Oregon, White ran a personal best of 22.01 seconds, finishing third overall and booking her spot on the World Championships U.S. team.
The topic of discussion. Here's the American Kayla White, head for the British 4x1. Her and
White eased up a little too early while in lead during the 200-meter premium, trailing back to third to qualify for the semifinals automatically and giving the #1 spot to Dina Asher-Smith. White couldn't quite reel it back in the next day, wasn't able to make it into the 200-meter finals. She placed fourth in her heat with a time of 22.34 seconds. For Aggie News, I'm Tamia Parker.
Aggies always know how to show up and show out.
That is so true. And speaking of showing up and showing out, the A&T men's volleyball team will be hosting tryouts. They will be September 12th at 6 p.m. in Moore Gym. Check out the Instagram page at NCAT Men's Volleyball for more information. That wraps up today's show. Thanks for watching. I'm Kayla Hare.
And I'm Deja Garner. Before you go, check us out on Instagram at NCAT Student News. See you next week.